Hello and welcome to this evening's open racing night at Mugello. We are running the iconic Nissan R34 GTR against the somewhat modern Nissan 370Z Nismo. And it'll be an interesting contest between these two cars. Anyway, I'm Jason Holden-Jones and I'll be taking you through the racing this evening. And we are coming up on the final minutes of our final practice session, and currently the fastest man is Zahir Essa, followed by Chris Langeveld. Chris Langeveld was very quick at the last round in the MX-5 Cup car, coming second in both races. Peter Gelderneus in third. Peter Gelderneus actually only one in these cars in the real world, so he's looking forward to this race, I'm sure. Seeing what his road car can do in the simulator. Ismail Yassin is a newcomer. He's in 4th position. Great to have him with us. And a big welcome to you, sir. Mark Embry in 5th position, ever quick. Wesley Farrant currently in 6th position, followed by Mark Nagy in 7th. Johannes Kutsia in 8th. Shiraz Dada in 9th. And Nazim Edwards rounds up your top 10. Rana Khabe in 11th. Matthew Boy in 12th. Dawn in 13th, Wesley Delport in 14th, Ryan Hill in 15th, Ryan and Paul Minnar run up the field in 16th position. So 16 runners for this evening's racing so far. 2 races, of course. 15-minute qualifying session coming up next. And then we'll have a 12-lap race. And then the second race will be another 12-lap race, but this time with a reverse grid of the top 8. From the results from race 1. Zayas are pushing the limits of the 370Z around that tricky left-hander. Forward to seeing how he goes this evening, because Zayas are always quick. And I'm sorry to say, I think he's in a couple of side laps at the moment. I think he can go much quicker. We'll have to see how the rest of the field deals with that. Here's Mark Embry in the R34 GTR. So here Essa goes quicker with a 2:13.8, so 4 tenths up on Chris Langeveld. We'll be hoping that Chris can sort of claw that gap back to Zahir. Peter Gelderneus in 3rd position. As we see the final practice session in its dying moments. Chris Langeveld on a run, just 100s up on his best time. Give him a 2:14.1. It does a 2:14.136. I'm all by my lonesome here in the commentary booth for this evening, unfortunately. But I'll do my best to cover the action for our audience. As we watch Peter Helden is first out of the blocks, out of the pit lane. He wants to get over it, get on with it on his outlap. Qualifying has started, just 15 minutes of course. And lap time, you'll be able to expect about a 2 minute 14, 13, 14 is the quicker times. You've got a bit of time to get out there on your outlap. Helden is the first man out. And everybody trying to get into position, getting a good gap to the person in front of them so as not to catch them up on their flying lap. They obviously compromise their lap time. Obviously Ferrand moving very quick. I wasn't too quick in the MS5 Cup race last time out, but looking much quicker here in this 370Z at Mugello. See what he can come up with. He makes his way past Chris Langeveld. Begin the yellow R34 GTR for this evening. Shout out to Osman Belling in the YouTube chat. Yeah, you could be watching ZTV, 370Z and Resident Alien Z, and I possibly could get pole position in this session. We'll have to see how it goes. Peter Helden is the first man on a flying lap in the red 370Z Nismo. We will go on board with him. Approaching turn 4, difficult. Just setting up for the next corner. This turn 5, Seunarain, Lorenzo, beg your pardon. Important to get a good sort of exit out of Matarasi, turn 4, and then down the hill towards Casanova, turn 6, and then into turn 7, Savili, and down the short straight, and a very quick Arabata 1, turn 8, try and keep it flat if Peter can. It's lift off slightly in the Z, run slightly wide, use the curve as much as you can, then into Arabata 1, turn 9, try and get it flat out. Peter does very well there. On pretty good lap time, I think. Down the hill under braking for Scarperia, turn 10. Then setting us up actually up for this corner, out of that one. This is Pelagio, turn 11, another short straight. Very tricky to get the braking right for this downhill corner. Into Carantillo corner, turn 12. Sorry if I'm butchering that, guys. Getting my pronunciation right. My Italian is not that good. And through the Biondetti left, right, S's layout, and Now we're heading towards the tricky final corner. And you'll see a lot of different approaches by different drivers in GS. Some use a wide entry, some use a tighter entry, some let the car run wide, some like to hug the apex. It all depends on your driving style. But Peter's got a good drive out of this corner. Could have been maybe perhaps a bit more aggressive, but down the main straight we go. Let's see what he can come up with. So 213 in practice. And this will be a 214 Corsa. Solid opening lap here by Peter Calvinus, who is coming up behind him. Chris Langerfeld in second with a 214.6, so he's just about 2/10 behind Peter. Wesley Ferrant a bit further back with a 215.3. Zahir Essa smashed some times with the 213.2. Yeah, 1.2 seconds faster than the rest of the field. Who else is on a good lap? Wesley Ferrant is 10th up on his best. Helton has just lost it through that corner. Oh, he's getting it back now. Playing a different approach through that corner. He was getting 2/10 on his best time. But he'll need to do better than that if he is to take third position away from Christopher Langerfeld. Good drive out of that corner now, 3/10 faster. Almost 4/10 faster. You can see the performance delta time there next to his name on the screen. Now just ahead of him is Reinhard Kerber. He's about 6/10 quicker than his best time. This might just see Reinhard right up there in around 4th position. If Reinhard can keep this up, Wesley is going to be about, just about 3.5 quicker. Wesley might just go to 4th position, will he? Reinhard Kerber goes to 4th with a 2.415 flat, and so does Wesley Ferrant. So Ferrant about 4/100ths of a second quicker than Reinhard. So great battle between those two guys. Just around just under 8 minutes remaining in this session. Good for another 3 or 4 flying laps if you can time it right. But nobody able to take it to the S at this stage, of course. S's experience shining through here. Former real world racing driver Zahir Essa raced Formula V. Showing his talent here at Mugello in the 370Z. Looking to go a bit faster. He was about a 10th quicker there, but his losses run slightly wide at turn 4. Go on board with him. Interesting style this by Essa, getting the car slightly off balance on the entry to perhaps turn it more, negating any kind of sort of understeer effect. He was about 14 slow, but now he's about to match his best delta time so far. 4/100ths quicker there. No, he's run slightly wide. Don't think Essa will go quicker than that, to the relief of everybody else, I'm sure. Who else is on a quick time? Let's look at the performance delta times. But the boys are going quicker. Peter Caldenas is about 3/10 faster. Where is he on the standings? He is currently in 3rd position, challenging Chris Langerveld for 2nd. If he keeps this up, he will get 2nd for the moment. Holden is now 6/10 up on his best time. He's on for about a 13.8 or so, which will give him provisional 2nd position on the grid. See if they can use the slipstream effect from the Skyline ahead of him. There's Matthew Boy in the Skyline. And Holden will go to 2nd and comfortably just half a second behind Zaya Essa. So great lap there by Holden. Shout out to Bashir in the chat. Yeah, we're missing you here. Hopefully I'll be back for the next one, Bashir. Bashir, of course, our winner from both rounds of the MX5 Cup race on Monday evening. Robin is running wide. Let's see who else is on a quick lap time as we go through the Delta times. For Minar now 7/10 up on his best time. Currently in 8th position. If he is 7/10 or 8/10 quicker as he crosses the line, he will be around, about 4th position or so. Cross the line with about 6/10 improvement. Yes, Minar goes 4th position. Half a second behind Chris Langerveld. See what he can do here into turn 1. Oh, he's just breaking himself slightly, trying very hard. We will watch Mark Hembury, who actually go on board with him in the fantastic sounding R34 Skyline GTR. 4-wheel drive, of course. The Nissan is not 4-wheel drive, it's only rear-wheel drive. The 370Z with a significant power advantage. I see the 4-wheel drive Skyline coming into play towards the end of both races as the Z's tyres go off. Is yet to be seen. Hembury now looking for a 10th upon his Delta time. Looking to go 2/10 quicker now. It's actually flat out through Arabata 2. Need to get the time back. He's lost a bit. He used the 4-wheel drive of the Nissan. No, he's lost out a bit of time there. You can see his Delta time falling away, unfortunately. Use the drive of the Skyline, Mark. No, not quite able to get the power down. But expect Hembury to get a much quicker as the night progresses. Who else is going faster? Shiraz Dada is 1.4 seconds up on his Delta time. He's currently in 12th position. He is currently looking at around 8th position if he can keep that up. Trying very quick in practice, so hopefully he can repeat that here before the qualifying session ends. Now it's 1.8 seconds faster. This will be a significant improvement if Shiraz can get the car stopped around this corner. Yes, he can. Oh, he's 2 seconds up on his Delta time, so this will be a great time for Shiraz. Oh, he loses a bit of traction at the exit of that corner, but he will go a lot faster. Well, where will he end up? About 6th position, I estimate, something like that. Shiraz Dada goes 4th. Wow, with a 2:14.8. So great lap there by Shiraz Dada. Just 50 seconds remaining of this qualifying session. They're looking to go even quicker if he can. I lose a bit of time there. Let's have a look. Who else is going faster? Ryan Hill up almost 9 taps on his Delta time. He's currently in 15th. Will stay 15th, unfortunately. Matthew Boy up a second. He maintain that to the line. He will lose out slightly. Matthew Boy will go. He'll stay 13th, unfortunately. Wesley Dalport now up, about a second up on his Delta time. Currently in 14th position. But he's not going to improve in position, unfortunately, as Matthew Boy is more than that ahead of him. Can he get the power down through this corner? Now 1.5 seconds up, so he's found quite a bit of time through that final corner. Dalport just put Boy to 13th position. Session coming to an end. Who else is still out on track? Wesley Ferrand, but he's 8/10 down in his Delta time. Chris Langerfeld is not going to go quicker either. So yeah, Esther still looking to go faster. Only 3/10 down on his Delta. Nazim Edward, the second down. I think that's going to be it. There, Esther's clawed it back. You break that 2-minute 12 barrier. Doesn't look like that at the moment. Bucketing into the final corner. On board with him. No, I don't think Zahir will see 2-minute 12 here at Mugello. Well, half a second faster than anybody else. Let's see if the likes of Chris and Peter can do anything about Zahir Issa in the race. Guys, just getting ready to get onto the grid for the start of the formation lap. About 40 seconds to go before we start the formation lap. Is there so in pole position ahead of Chris Langerfeld, Peter Geldernes in third, Shiraz Dade fourth, Paul Minnow in fifth, Wesley Ferrand in sixth, seventh is Reinhard Gerber, Mark Hembries in eighth, Nazim Edwards in ninth. Ismail Yassin will complete the top 10. Everybody in the same semi-slick tyre. Interesting to see how that tyre holds up throughout the 12-lap race. We've heard somebody has forgotten about the formation lap, but has realized what's happened, as will regain his spot in the pecking order for this race. And easy mistake to make when it's Ismail's first ever race with us, so still part of the learning phase. Nothing to worry about. So will lead the field around the formation lap. I'm expecting the Z to have an advantage throughout the opening laps, but as soon as their tyres start going off, we should see the four-wheel drive R34 Nissan pull through. And the fastest Skyline driver so far is Mark Hembry in 8th position, so hopefully we'll see him progress and take it to the Zs in the front. The Z has a slight power advantage. It's got 260 kilowatts compared to the 200 kilowatts of the four-wheel drive Skyline. So will now lead a bunch the field up for the start of the single file start of the race. This will be looking for a good start to race 1 here at Mugello. And let's go, go, go. The race has started. This has got a gap to Langerfeldt, but can Langerfeldt use the slipstream effect to get past him? On board with Langerfeldt. But S has already pulled the gap. Minard starting to challenge Kelvin S for 3rd position. Looks like we've had a clean start, I think. Might be overpressed. Edwards is having a bit of a lag issue at the moment. Hopefully that comes right before causing the chaos. But we're on board with Kelvin S. And Langerfeldt is all over the back of Essa. So this is interesting. See how this battle progresses throughout the race. Come on, Chris, get here. This is what we want to see. And Chris is really starting to hassle the rear of that white Z. Kelvin is in 3rd, 4th is Paul Minard, 5th is Wesley Ferrant. Ryan Cab has found his, no he hasn't, he's still in 6th position. Mark Hembry up to 7th from 8th. Hembry starting to challenge Cab for 6th. Here comes Hembry with a better drive, but the back to 2. Can't do anything about it though. See what Hembry can do in the four-wheel drive Skyline. Under braking we go. The Da has left the 7, rejoined, so he's had a bit of an issue, unfortunately. See a car turned around on the formation laps. I just suspect that was the Da. I'm not sure if that was to do with Ismail jumping the start a bit at the formation lap before taking his rightful position. But Chris Langerfeldt's not letting Zahir Essa get away. Just half a second gap between those two guys. 3rd is still Peter Kelvin S. On board now with Langerfeldt. Essa from Langerfeldt, from Kelvin S, from Minard, from Ferrant, from Cab is coming under increasing pressure from Hembry. Got on board with Hembry. Oh, he almost makes contact with Cab. bit of corner speed by the Skyline, and this is what I thought would happen. The Skyline coming good towards the mid part of the race. The rear-wheel drive Z started to struggle with the semi-slick tires, and the Skyline coming good with its four-wheel drive power. Mark Mugello, the next Skyline down the road in 8th position, followed by Johannes Kutse in the black Skyline. This is my scene in the top 10 so far. Matthew Boy in 11th, Wesley Dalport having some fun, some sideways in 12th position. Zim Edwards had a spin, unfortunately. Ryan Hill in 14th position. That's that after rejoining the circuit is 14th and last. Got a bit of drama for 3rd position as Galvanese has fallen back. He will lose out to Wesley Ferrant and Paul Minard. So Galvanese now finds himself down in 5th. Nice train developing here. Battle for 3rd position. Minard leading that fight. But Chris is not letting Sahir get away. Actually looking for a move up the inside. Oh, they're going to make contact. On both they go. He's in 3rd because whoever is in 3rd is going to take the lead of this race. Wow, look at that. Here comes Paul Minard. He's laughing. Got to dodge one, dodge the second, and he's going to get it. Paul Minard goes to the front of this race. A bit of an area there by Langefeld is tagging Essa. But that certainly has passed at the racing. We don't mind that at all. On board with SNL. Galvanese recovering again. Can Mark Embry find his way past? Not able to. But here's the fight for the lead of this race. It's a three-way battle. It's all Z battle. Essa wants past as soon as he can. He's worrying Wesley Ferrant as he got the line into the next left-hander. Essa's looking to... Yes, no. It's better line for Ferrant. Will he get it? Yes, he will. We'll go on board with... So yeah, Essa. We've got Ferrant on the side. We'll make contact. So good awareness by both drivers. There, Ferrant's going to go around. Will he tag Essa? No, he won't. Ferrant will somehow keep it out of Zayir's door there. Galvanese into 3rd, Mark Embry now into 4th, up from starting in 8th position, Wesley Ferrant in 5th, Chris Langefeld down in 6th after being 3rd. Let's see what Embry can do in that Soul Skyline. It is Paul Minard leading this race, 4 laps down. So we're enjoying a cracking race 1 here at Mugello, the all Nissan race. Let's see if we're under the pressure from Chris Langefeld. Langefeld's going to run on Ferrant. Can he make that work for him? No, Ferrant's got a slightly better drive out of that final turn. But we will go to the battle for the lead of this race. So here Essa looking for the inside line into turn 1, and he's got it. Early he's got to the front of this race. No, he's early on the brakes there. It's worked out nicely. And Paul Minard down to 2nd. Peter Galvanese into 3rd. Langefeld has found his way past Ferrant. Paul Minard also hanging with Essa. Hopefully that Skyline of Hembury can come to terms with these front three guys, as we see Paul Minnar with the death wiggle on that Arabetta 2 on entry to it, and everybody will do well to avoid him, so good driving by those guys. Hembury up into 4th position. Next up for him is Chris Langerveld. Actually, Chris Langerveld passed 2 drivers there in the confusion. Everybody trying to avoid Minnar. Suddenly, Essa is feeling a bit lonely at the front. An absolute pleasure, driving obsession in the YouTube chat. This is what we're passionate about, and we love doing this type of thing. Fact in the chat, no, it's not fixed setups. I've just only fixed the tyres, so everybody's on the same tyre. But I don't think you can do much. You can't do much setup work to these cars, I don't think, anyway. Yes, so now enjoying a more than 2-second gap back to Holden-Jones. Let's see what else is happening down the field. Jonas Kotsia, but lonely there in 8th position. Mike McGee 9th. Raz Dada in 15th position. Here's Matthew Boy. He puts a lap. Excuse me. Alright, yeah, this is the battle for 10th position. Rainer Kerber against Matthew Boy. Skyline against 370Z. On board with Matthew Boy to understand the difference between the Skyline and the Z through the corners. SNR pulling out a good lead back to Holden-Jones, 3 seconds now it is. And this is about the closest battle on the track so far, at this moment in time, of course. Big battle developing for 5th position for Minnar. And the Wednesday front, I think it's actually Minnar putting a move on front. Minnar up into 5th. But Ferrand's looking to come back at him, yeah. Side by side we go down the main straight. The front is going to go for the inside line for turn 1, will he? No, he doesn't. But too early on the brakes there. Perhaps weighing up his options into turn 2, 3, 4 and 5. Looking for a good drive now. But Minnar matches in there quite easily. Cab has moved away from Boy, so that Cab is cementing his 10th position so far. Oh, somebody's gone off. Who's gone off? It is Essa, our race leader. Wow, look at that. So that certainly has mixed things up. He will rejoin in 7th position. At the very second and looking 370Z. And he has handed the lead of the race to this man, Peter Holden-Jones. That's what it's all about. You never give up in sim racing. Absolutely anything can happen, and it usually does. Chris Langerveld here at 2nd. Mark Embry up into 3rd in the Skyline. And we've got a huge fight here. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. That is now, so a bit scrappy there. All part of the learning process. What can the Holden-Jones do? Holden-Jones is in the lead of this race. 4 minutes into the pits. I think after that, bit of contact. But it's still a close battle here for the winner of this race. Just 1.2 seconds between Holden-Jones and Langeveld. And Chris will be getting over these second positions all the time. He's going to want to win a race. Second in both races at Mugello in the MS5 Cup race on Monday evening. Mark Embry in third. Fastest Skyline so far. Told you Henry will get a lot faster as the night progresses, and he's showing it here in third position. Gives you better his delta time on this lap anyway. But Langeveld is starting to challenge Holden-Jones. The gap is down to around 0.8 of a second. It was 1.2 seconds just a lap ago. So it's certainly not over. Holden-Jones moving aside, trying to break any kind of toe back to Langeveld. Type of thing I would do in a race. Nice corner entry here by Langeveld. So here, so starting to close the gap to Mark Embry. The battle for third position will be hotting up very shortly. Langeveld with a good run now into Casanova. We go. It has a cheeky look up the inside. Doesn't quite work. But huge momentum. Oh, gets absolutely sideways. Nice bit of drift action there by Langeveld. They like to see that. Good drive now. He's closing the gap to the race leader. Whenever Godin into the final corner. Decides to tap halfway through Biandetti for some reason. Perhaps a strategic play to get a good run through this corner. This is a tighter line to Holden-Jones. Look, he's looking for the inside line. Oh, hoping they don't make contact. Great battle this is. The Holden-Jones has got the better run out of that corner and opens the gap back to Langeveld. Wesley Darkwood is into the pits for some reason. He tumbles down the order. Mark Henry not able to close the gap to these two. He's still currently in third position. It's just 2 seconds ahead of Zahir Essa. So here Essa has got Mark Henry in his sights. Langeveld's got a much better one. What can he do? 3-2 into the next right-hander. Will he go for a lunge up the inside? Holden-Jones does not go defensive. Sideways action there for Holden-Jones. The inside line again, always going to clip the curve. There'll be contact. Whoa. Langeveld did it at the line. He doesn't need to wait from what I've seen there. But he's going to wait. And Mark Henry might just get to the front of this race if he can. He's going to capitalize Mark Henry in the R34 Skyline. Langeveld still leads this race. Will he slow down for Holden-Jones? I don't think so. He doesn't need to from my perspective. I think that's pretty fair. He had the inside line. He was far along aside him to pull that move off. Langeveld just sort of Embry can see the lead of this race, but he's got Zahir Essa behind him. Just about every sim race's worst nightmare at Sim Race South Africa. So this should be very entertaining with about 2.5 laps remaining. Mark will have to make that Skyline as wide as possible if he is to keep Essa behind him. The driver's pushing very hard. Mark able to use a tighter line through that corner. See what happens now, 3 area back to 1. Essa with a better drive. Can he do something in the braking? Will be a late lunge. Yes, he is. He's going to go for it. Embry leaves him room. Great driving between these two guys. Fantastic to watch. Mark uses a bit of the dirt. He can because he's got 4-wheel drive. And the Nissan probably can't do that. The Z probably can't do that. Oh, a bit of rubbing there. A bump and run there by Essa. I think that's fair though. There's the Dalport, unfortunately, has retired from this race. Embry will be looking to latch onto Essa as much as he can and following through to Holden-Jones and Langeveld. Not much time left in this race, unfortunately. But it is Langeveld from Holden-Jones, from Essa, from Embry, from Perrott. And we have McGee in 6th, Kutsia in 7th, Cabba in 8th, Matthew Boy in 9th, and Ismail Yassine in 10th. Yeah, so we have Seunarain fighting back here, of course. Third position, just not even half a second behind Holden-Jones. And he'll be wanting to get past Peter as fast as he can to go up to Chris. We're on the final lap of this race. And Assetto do anything under braking now to turn one. We go. No, Holden-Jones is matching under braking. The Holden-Jones goes very defensive, compromises his exit, and Assetto will close the gap even more. Assetto with a much better launch with that corner. He's going to have a go to him, definitely. Oh, we made a lag there from Holden-Jones. It's okay though. Good drive by Assetto. So the tap off there. Well, I was going to make contact. Holden-Jones. Langeveld looking good for the victory so far. Just half a lap remaining for him. Oh, he's going to go on the outside. Is he? Oh, they make contact, slight contact. Fair enough. And Assetto goes into second position. So, interesting dummy move there by Assetto. Has made it work. A bit of inside-outside action. And Langeveld will be looking to keep it on the black stuff for the remaining 4 or 5 corners. Langeveld will be well chuffed with that. Very impressive driving by Chris Langeveld, of course, coming second in both MX5 Cup races on Monday evening. And he'll be savouring this victory for sure. His first ever win here at Sumo South Africa, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I understand. Langeveld will win race 1 here at Mugello. So here Assetto will get second, Peter Holden-Jones will get third, Mark Embry in impressive 4th position after starting in 8th, Wesley Ferrant in 5th. Mark McGear will just beat Johannes Coetzee to 6th position. Right now Kerber will get 8th. Ismail Yassin on his debut race with us, his first ever race of course, will get 9th position. He will just see off Matthew Boyd. Yeah, James has joined the party all of a sudden. just joined the server after being in the YouTube chat. Great to see. So you'll be interesting in the second race, I'm sure. So Zim Edwards will get 11th. Ryan Hill will get 12th. These two are still racing, of course. They were possibly a lap down, I'm not quite sure. They just decided to continue racing. So on board with Johannes Coetzee, aka Joe. Just from the YouTube chat, yeah, with about 22 drivers with the commentary team. But yeah, 22 drivers on the server. Oh, I see a late lunge here by Coetzee. Wow, aggressive maneuver. Oh, they make contact. A huge fight here. Got over to it's over. McGear tries to squeeze. Could say, I think actually the race has ended. They just continue for some fun. But we will now grid for race 2. "30 seconds to begin the formation lap for the second race." Our reverse grid has given us Johannes Kutsia starting from first position, from pole position. Second is Mark McGeer, followed by Wesley Ferrant. And we have Mark Hembry in fourth, Peter Kelvenes in fifth, Zahir Essa in sixth position, Christopher Langefart in seventh, our race winner. Eighth position, Ismail Yassin. Matthew Boy will start from ninth, ahead of Nazim Edwards, who competes in the top 10. Kiat James, newcomer, straight into race 2. Not newcomer, Sim GT champion, accomplished sim racer at Sim Race South Africa, of course, not a newcomer at all. He will start from 11th position, Ryan Hill from 12th, Paul Minor from 13th. There will be starting to bunch the field now. But interestingly enough, 2 Skylines in the front this time around. Let's see if the 2 Skylines of Kutsia and McGeer can maintain their race lead. Everybody weaving side to side, trying to heat up their tires. Does work to a certain extent in Assetto Corsa. Great to see no one jumping the start in the formation lap, forgetting about the formation lap. Great to see. And I think we went for a solid, exciting race 2. Again, race 1 was fantastic, I thought. Is able to speed up from the entry to the last corner, so you can go at any time. And he's put foot, down he goes, the race has started. Mark Miguel has a good start in second position as well. Wesley Front in third. We've got some side-by-side action already. We watch the Yesa with a move on Holden-Jones, I think it is. We said some move by Holden-Jones. Oh, and Holden-Jones is a bit too late in the brakes. Could be a bit too cold for that kind of action at the moment. Mark Henry is up into 4th position. Wesley Ferrand in 3rd. Mark Mugello 2nd. And Johannes Coetzee survived the start of this race. And we'll be looking to focus on extending the gap to Mark Mugello in 2nd. Hopefully he'll be wanting the batting for 2nd to continue so he can escape up the road. Excuse me. We will go on board with Wesley Ferrand. On board now to Yesa. Trying to put a wheel on the tire on the grass there as well to regain control of that white 370Z. The Skyline's in the front battling. We see Mark Mugello is going around. Embreed as well to just miss him. But Wesley Ferrand up into 2nd position, and Mark Mugello is battling with Mark Henry for 3rd position. Henry trying to go around the outside of Mark Mugello, doesn't quite work. The Henry gets a much better drive. Henry up into 3rd. Wesley Ferrand in 2nd. I think Henry might have a shot at winning this race. Let's see if he can maintain his pace. It's good seeing the black GTR. Doing well so far. Essa trying to line up Mark Mugello for a move into turn 1. The Z does have a power advantage. Got it, look at that pretty easily. Can't Mark Mugello do anything about that. Late on the brakes is Mugello. Quite able to do that. Ismail Yassin has decided to join the action as well. Fantastic fight here in race 2. The action continues from race 1. And off we go. It seems there's a slight area there that will be working to Ferrand's favour. There's absolutely nothing in it. Just 2 laps into the race. Oh, and Henry's running to the back of Ferrand. Ferrand does a fantastic job of regaining control of that white 370Z. Look at that. And he will maintain 2nd position. I can't believe what he's done there. Embry now under pressure from Mark Mugello. Zaya Essa is looking for a way of past Ferrand. Oh, it's a fantastic dust. This is great to watch. Fantastic driving by this field. This is an open race, don't forget. This is for newcomers to Sim Race SA, so the talent is looking really strong here. And I'm hoping to see everybody joining the new Sim Race SA season starting in, it's mid-September, it's being planned for. If you're watching this, you want to get involved in the racing at Sim Race South Africa, this is the type of racing to start with. Our open racing, open to anybody who wants to get a sample piece of the action at Sim Race SA before delving into the Pro Series qualifiers. Have a look on the open racing section on the forum and put your name down for the event of your choice and come and join us. We want to grow Sim Race South Africa into something big one day, as fast as possible. So here Essa suddenly to second position. So much action, I've missed that myself. But Essa up into second and challenging for the lead of this race. Could see it's no slouch himself. Oh, can this go around? Could see it. They'll be brave. No, he can't. Surely he can't match the four-wheel drive Skyline around that corner. Runt also wants to back it past, and he's brought Hembry with him. So it's the two Skylines or two 370Zs in the Nissan Skyline sandwich. Oh, Kutse's not gone defensive. I think that's a bit of a mistake. But yeah, you can go a bit wider here with the Skyline. You can recover quicker using the four-wheel drive system as Essa goes outside, inside, gets a slingshot down the short straight to the next right-hander who's got the cuts under braking. Oh, Zed tries to cut around, puts in a contact. Rubbing his racing, as they say, and Ferrant is going to want to have a go at Essa, moves across on Hembry, and oh, this is so tough. Fantastic racing. Oh, there's contact, slight contact, but all's fair. Great to watch, wow. But Sear still maintains the lead of this race, but for how much longer? Is Ferrant goes for a dive at the inside of Essa. Doesn't quite make it work. Goodness gracious, this is fantastic racing. These four guys can fight amongst themselves, and Mark Mugello and Christopher Langeveld will join the action as well, and they are bringing Matthew Boy along with them. Kutse now, oh, and Essa's gone past Kutse under braking. Has he got him? Yes, he has. I think that Zed's got a bit of an advantage down the straight as well. Let's see, we're looking to get past here as quickly as possible if he can. But of course, he's got Wesley Ferrant trying to attack him at the same time. Field's starting to spread out ever so slightly. We're going to go to the battle for 6th position. Let's see, that's developing nicely between Yassine and Paul Minot. We're actually going to go back to 2nd position. Hembry now challenging Kutsia for 2nd. Skyline against Skyline. And then these two guys behind them, of course. Essa has really pulled out a 3-second lap back to the battle for 2nd, so I think this is Essa's race to lose at the moment. You see Ferrant going ever slow wide. When you get a good drive like that, also ever so slightly. We're looking, oh, slight contact there, not too bad. But fantastic close, fair racing, great to watch. All bunch up again through turn 2 and 3. Each car showing their strengths and weaknesses through that corner, it seems. It's could see starting to edge a gap now, back to 3rd. Essa with a solid 5-second lead. Oh, Coetzee run wide. Off into the kitty litter he goes. Right, it's going to try and avoid him. Oh, the next light contact, not too bad. But Coetzee does well to recover out of the gravel there. And Langeveld's gone to the front, gone to 4th position. And Langeveld is challenging Hembry for 2nd now. We saw estimate an uncharacteristic error in race 1, which saw him go off. I doubt we're going to see that again, but of course these 4 guys would love that to happen. See how strong the 370Z is against the Skyline. Down the main straight we go. Not much in it. I think Lampart's in the slipstream effect as well. Both cars sound absolutely amazing. Right, looking on, you want these 2 guys to take each other out if possible. That's what he'll be thinking. Amrish got a good run out of their corner, and you're on the inside line. Goes wide though. The front slip past both of them, maybe he can. Yes, so now almost a 9-second lead now ahead of Langeveld, but Langeveld's got his hands full with Mark Hembry. You guys just ahead of us. We're running with Wesley Ferrand at the moment. Hembry trying all sorts of different ideas. He's run wide though. Can Ferrand use that? And we've also got Johannes Coetzee, who's still in this fight for 2nd. Oh, wait, that does sound good, doesn't it? Oh, he's gone wide. Wesley Ferrand has thrown it away on the last corner, unfortunately. Off he goes. Peter Geldernes will not be able to take advantage of that mistake, unfortunately, for him. This is Essen out with a 9-second lead back to the man in 2nd, Christopher Langeveld. Minnow in 7th position, followed by Nazim Edwards. Mark McGee 9th. Matthew Boy will run up the top 10. He's followed by Ryan Hill and Ismail Yassin. Issa now pulling away at around good, sort of 8/10 of a second a lap now. Not quite over for 2nd position just yet. Although Langerfeld does have a second lead against Mark Embry. See how this develops. Mark Embry putting the hammer down. Now he's 8/10 on the second, quick on his delta time. Right now, it's starting to make inroads on Petsia's 4th position. So a slight error there, exiting her back to 1. Get on entry territory back to 2. Brunt closing the gap all the time, now down to just 2/10. This is the closest battle on track at the moment. Looking for an outside line, looking for the switchback now, the slingshot. Will he get it? Well, I think, yeah, the Skyline's got a good drive out of the corner too, of course. Oh, late in the braking. Does very well to avoid Kutsia. They can do nothing about the straight line performance of the Z, but frontman error, braked himself. Seen that a couple of times this evening from various drivers. He's not giving up, he's really started to close the gap to Kutsia. Okay, so now with a 13-second gap back to Langerfeld. Potential, it's run a bit wide. Gives you a bit of time. The run cuts the apex nasty there. Always on a bit too much, gets it sideways as well to reconnect it. I'm looking for the good exit now. Oh, there's a contact from behind. I think it was Peter Holden-Jones coming out absolutely nowhere. Holden-Jones making that move work up into 5th position now. And Ferrand getting back under braking to turn 1. Play nice, gents. Holden-Jones is on our right. Oh, he's easily got him. Well, both cars up front going wide. Comes front, you get a good drive out of this corner now. Shirley's going to have Holden-Jones. Would he be brave? Take the inside line. Oh, here we go. Holden-Jones having a look up there. They're trying to unsettle Corsa. I think it's worked. Where's Corsa? Yes, he's run wide. Look at that. Wow. So interesting tactics here being played out. Holden-Jones has picked up 2 positions in the last 2 laps or so. Mark Hembry feeling a bit lonely there in 3rd position. And Chris Langefeld's 7 seconds up the road in 2nd. Essa going for glory with around 12-second advantage. I'm surprised if he gets his drift down in the final stages of this last lap of the race. It is Langefeld's 2nd, Mark Hembry 3rd. Holden-Jones just cemented that 4th position. Wesley Ferrand can come to win 5th. Corsa in 6th. And no battles to speak of at the moment in this final stages of this race, but plenty of action in both races. I'm sure everybody will agree with me. It's pretty intense, as Bashir describes in the YouTube chat. Well, Minna has retired from this race, unfortunately. Just 1 quarter remaining for Zahir Essa to take victory of race 2 here at Mugello. Chris Langenfeld, of course, taking the win in race 1, but it has gone Zahir S's way for this one. Second, we'll go to Chris Langenfeld. Third, we'll go to Mark Hembry. Ignore Paul Menard in first position. I think time has just gone a bit wonky there. He's actually in the pit lane, he's retired from this race. Peter Keldernes has just fucked off Wesley Ferrand for 5th position. Yes, he will. 6th will go to Johannes Kotzer. 7th, Nazim Edwards. Mark McGeer will get 8th. Matthew Boy 9th. And Yasin will get another top 10 results. I think he will just beat Ryan Hill to the line, and we'll just watch his battle, see if anything develops. On board Ryan Hill now. I'm looking very quick to that corner, a bit too fast. He follows Ismail into the kitty litter. This battle is not quite over. Oh, and Ismail's gone off as well. So Ryan Hill gets 11th. 11th. He's already crossed the line. Hill will beat Yasin to 11th position. Well, that concludes this fun open racing evening at Mugello. From me, Jason Holden-Jones, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. And of course, if you're watching this and you want to get involved in the racing at SimRace South Africa, go to our website at www.simracesa.co.za. Click on the forum icon, register, and put your name down for an open race. You're very welcome to join us. The next race will be the Japanese pack. I'm not quite sure which car we're running at the moment. Yeah, join us. We're welcoming new people all the time, and we're trying to grow SimRace South Africa as quickly as possible. So why not join us on the journey? Well, until next time, next open race is next week, Wednesday. So until then, thank you very much and goodbye.